Hey y'all, Cletus Clearwater here. How y'all doing today? Uh, right now we're starting a video, just a beginner guide on World of Warcraft. For all the new players or returning players, whatever have you, just to get your feet in the door and get yourself questing on the way to exploring the World of Warcraft, man. Right now we're standing in Tirisfal Glades. It's the starting zone for the Undead race on the Horde faction. And it's one of my personal favorite starting zones. I just love the aesthetics of it. It's a cool ass zone, a lot of cool enemies, a lot of undead everywhere, and yeah, it's just one of my favorites. I've been playing the game since the first expansion came out, the Burning Crusade. So that was like 2008 or something. I don't even remember, but I was pretty young. But I've been playing the game off and on ever since. So I've got a lot of experience, and I'm just going to be having this guide for you and just really showing you guys just how to get your feet in the door and get on your journey, man. It's a beautiful game. So let's hop into it. All right, so before we get started, I just want to say that I do stream on Twitch. I'm streaming WoW right now currently, and right now I'm leveling my Undead Warlock. I think I'm currently level 28, but I'm leveling on the Anniversary Realms for Classic. Plan to play through all Classic content, and then TBC, of course, when that rolls out again, because that's my favorite expansion. I can't wait to play that again, and I just wanted to get that out there. I stream on Twitch. I'll have the link in the description. It's Cletus Clearwater on Twitch. Feel free to come ask me about anything, anything WoW related, anything at all. I'm here for you. I'm here to help. I want new players to come play the game. It's an amazing game, and we can just hang out together and level, But on to the video. Appreciate it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is create a character, all right? It's pretty self-explanatory, but you have the Alliance, which is the left side here, and then the Horde on the right. Each section here has a little background on everything, so the Horde has its own little box up here to explain about the Horde. Alliance has it up there as well. Each down the middle box here explains every race. While you're going through it, it tells you more about the backstory a little bit and more of their racial passives and skills they have. Because some of them are better than others, depending on what class. So for example, orcs, resistance to stun effects, damage done by pets increase, skill with axes increase. So let's say you're a warlock or a hunter, they use pets. That passive effect from the orcs might be beneficial with that pet damage. But that's just something, just to look out for. It's not a big game breaker or anything. It's nothing huge. You can play with whoever you want with whatever class you want. But not every race has the same classes. As you can see, humans can be warrior, paladin, rogue, warlock, mage, priest. But if you go to night elves, for example, they can be warriors, hunters, rogues, priests, and druids. They're actually the only druids on Alliance. Taurens are the only druids on Horde. But yeah, so you just got to look out for what class you want to play. You can make a male, female. You can change all the hair and stuff down here. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of customization you can randomize. But yeah, you're just making your character. I'll go ahead and make an undead. Let's see. I'll just make an undead warrior. We'll do. That looks actually pretty cool. I got no jaw, but let's see. I'll just make him Cletus vid. Okay, we're making a video. So yeah, we got undead, horde, a warrior, all that stuff. So yeah, you just make the character how you like them. Make sure you check out maybe the bottom paragraph to show more about the class, what the class does. But warriors, they're just, they're melee classes. They can do damage, they can tank. They're fun, they're really fun. And they're very strong in Classic, so they're fun. There's a lot of them though. So we'll go ahead and make him, and then we'll enter the world, and then the journey begins. Alright, so you spawn in for the first time. Here's some new players as well. Still a lot of them zoning in, but basically there's the UI. It's nice and simple. Classic is really nice about that. You got your own plate up here. You got your health bar in the green, your name, your mana if you have mana, or rage. Warriors have rage, so it's at 0. It builds up as you fight. There's your level over there, your portrait. You got your abilities bar here at the bottom. You got your food that you start with. You start with a little bit of food and your hearthstone. Hearthstone is it's just basically a home base thing. It teleports you back to whatever your home base is set at, which you can do that in any town. But you got your character panel, which shows you your gear, your stats, all that good stuff. And, you can highlight your gear, see what the stats are. Obviously, this is the starting gear, so it's not very, nothing too crazy yet. We've got down here the spell book, which shows you all your abilities. This tab is the general tab. So it shows you all the basic stuff you have along with your racial stuff. So we've got attack, we've got block, which is a passive. Gives a chance to block enemy melee and ranged attacks because we're warriors. Cannibalize is a passive for undead, so they can basically eat dead corpses to heal. We got dodge as a passive, shadow resistance passive, underwater breathing as a passive as undead, so they can breathe underwater basically forever. And another racial passive as the undead. And then this tab is for the warrior skills. This is for arms just because we're just starting, which is it's a subclass in the warrior tree. And there's your warrior skills, so you can highlight all the skills and they'll show you what they do in the yellow. So battle stance, a basic combat stance. This was strong attack, increases melee damage by 11, cause high amount of threat. That's your basically what you'll be using right now. To move, obviously it's WASD. Forward, back, right, left. To turn the camera, you hold right click and your character will change and turn facing that. And if you hold left click, you'll rotate around the character so the character doesn't change his position. That's good just for scouting stuff out. You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel, which is really nice. Some people like being out far, some people like zooming in. I kind of like a middle ground, you know, I like that. I like to be a little close to the character. But, alright, down here we got the quest log. We got no quests. We'll go over that soon here. Social, that's where your friends list is and all that. World map, this is super important, so you can pull up either the button down here or you can push M on the keyboard and that'll show you the map. Obviously when you go to explore, you'll uncover more parts of the map, or the map will become revealed to you. The basic main menu, so you got the support, report any bugs and stuff. You got options, macros, which we'll go over. Maybe not, we might not go over macros in this video. Add-ons, I'll go over add-ons in this video. Log out, exit game, return to game. Customer support, and here's your bag. So you'll fill these up eventually with more bags to have more space in your bags, but this is where all your loot goes. Got the mini map. Here, we'll move out of here. Got the mini map. We'll move around. You can jump with spacebar. Nice and easy. You see these guys here? Those are the quest givers with the yellow exclamation point. When you have a quest finished, you can turn it in when they have a yellow question mark over their head. So let's accept this quest. You can go ahead and read through it, or you can just go through the quest objectives. That basically just tells you everything you need for the quest. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis. Okay, so we accept it. And then we can read the quest with L or open the quest log down at the bottom here. And it'll give you some more information on where to find how to do the quest if you need to read through it. But let's go over some combat. So look, if we're looking at this enemy here, he's got a yellow name. So that means that it is neutral. So it won't attack you unless you attack it. So I can run by it. It won't do nothing. I can left click it and highlight it. It'll show me some stuff. And then if I right click, that is the attack. So if you're right clicking something, that means you're ready to attack. So since I'm a warrior, I'm back here. It's not going to attack because I'm out of range. But if let's say we walk up to it and I right click it, I start attacking. Okay? And it auto attacks for you once you right click. And then let's say you want to use heroic strike. You can either click it like this and it'll do it, or you can use the hotkeys down at the bottom. So like I have it set for 1, hotkey number 2 is heroic strike, so you just put 2 on the keyboard and it'll do that attack for you. Here's looting, so you click the enemy, it can be right click or left click. And then there's the items, you can highlight them, you just click them, and then they go right in your bag. Easy does it. And then you move on to the next one, you just keep doing that for whatever quest you need or anything like that. The combat's pretty simple, and I guess I can go over some settings. Yeah, let's go through the settings options here. So stuff I like, I won't go through all of it, but stuff I always like to change when I'm playing. Let's see. Open loot window on mouse. That'll just, if you loot something, wherever the mouse cursor is, that's where the loot window will pop up. I kind of like having that. I do like to have auto loot checked, and what auto loot does is when you go to loot an enemy, instead of you having to open the loot and then click each item to go in your bag, it'll just open it and then loot everything into your bag all at once. I like doing that. Some people don't. If you're ever in a situation where you don't want it to do it, but you like it most of the time, you can have it loot key to shift key. So every time you loot, you just hold shift and it'll block that auto loot. But let me show you that real quick. So let's kill this dust bat. We get some rage. We'll kill it with heroic strike. And I have auto loot on. So once I go to loot it, it'll just pull everything for me, which is nice. Okay. Let's see. Enable interact now. We'll keep all the mouse stuff the same. I'll keep the camera stuff the same. Interface. This one just shows your name above your character if you want it. Or not. I don't really do it. But, ooh. Where was that? Interface. I turned that off. Friendly players. I like to have friendly player names on. Just so I can see who's around. Enemy players, of course. I always show nameplates on. Just to know what's around you. Enemy nameplates, units, and minions I always have on just so you know when there's enemies near you. I do not have friendly players because it'll have their health bar over every player, and if you're in a major city, that can get super overwhelming. There'll be nameplates everywhere. Stacking nameplates is preferred in my opinion, because instead of if you have multiple enemies or something, all the nameplates will stack over each other, and you can't differentiate which one you're clicking. So this one will just stack them one over the other. So if you want to select a certain target, you can just click it right there easily. Let's see, tutorials. That'll be great for new players. You can check that box if it's not checked already, and then reset if you need to. I haven't. I don't need the tutorial, so I don't want to reset mine. But that'll probably tell you a bunch of stuff too. Anything I'm missing. Let's see, show helm, show cloak. Automatic quest tracking, you can have that on or off. So basically if you pick up a quest, it'll pop up, or it'll automatically track it on the right side here. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Show free bag space, that'll just highlight down at the bottom how much slots you got available. Let's see. Everything else is good. Action bars, so action bars, it starts with just this basic bar on the bottom. I recommend personally to check all of these in the settings action bars and then go all over action bar 2, 3, 4, and 5. That adds this action bar down at the bottom, this action bar down at the bottom, this action bar on the side, and then another one on the side. You can see some of my keybinds, but it just adds more action bars so you can kind of customize where you want to put stuff. Because as you level up, you're going to unlock more skills. You're going to get stuff in your bags that you might want to put on the bar to use. So it's nice just to have these bars there, just to have stuff to put there. And always show action bars. You can have that on or off. As you can see right now, I have it on, but I like to keep it on personally. But let's say I move this over here, and I go back and turn that off. The bar will disappear, but that'll stay in the position, of course. But personally, I just like having it like that. It's neater for me, and I can just see all the slots I've got and everything. So I like to keep it like that. Let's move that back. Okay. Show target of target. That's pretty useful. So what that means is when you're fighting something, there's no target currently because it's not targeting anything. But if I go to attack it, now I have target of target, so it shows that it's attacking me. That'll help sometimes if you're in a group and you don't know if something's targeting you or not. If you need to play it safe, you can see who it's attacking. Let's see here. Combat text. I'll just show the damage numbers when you hit an enemy. And this is all the customizable combat text if you want. You can have it all turned off if you want. As you can see, I've got some turned off. But, yeah, that stuff's all pretty basic there. Social, all that stuff is personalized. You can do anything with it. You can completely turn chat off, which I don't recommend. This is especially WoW Classic, it's a very community-based game. So it's very helpful to get to know people and play with people and form little groups and talk to people, everything like that. So I recommend having that on. Key bindings. This is where you can customize any one of these keys down here. You can customize with any button on your keyboard or mouse. So as you can see, I've got a few customized here. I've got Q, E, Shift R, Shift T, Shift H, Shift mouse button 1, mouse button 2. I'm talking about the side buttons on my mouse here. I got 2 little ones there. But that's just my custom preference. And to do it, you just go in action bar. And action bar 1 is this very first one here. And you can customize it to whatever you want. So it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3. You can make it number 1 C or X, whatever the heck you want it. And then you just go from there, whatever you want to customize. And personally, as you can see, this bar above the basic one, I have it all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I have it just I have it set to shift. So it's all in line again, but if I want to do, like for this one, if I want to do that, I just hit shift 1 instead of 1, because that'll be that one, and we'll do the top one. But you don't have to do action bars. I know some people like to click their skills. It's not really super recommended, because once you get into the harder stuff, it might hinder you a little bit, but you can still kill stuff, obviously. But it's easier to just get used to the keybinds, you know, 1, 2, 3, especially since you can set it to whatever you want to set it to. It really gives that freedom for you to feel comfortable with whatever you're playing. So you might not like having shift on this bar, which is completely fine. That could be, I mean, anything. That could be QERT, whatever you want it to be, you know. So we just went over that. And that has all the action bars. You can do all the movement keys, anything you want. Character specific too. So if you have multiple characters, and let's say you like your mage's abilities being in certain spots, but you don't want the other characters you play to be in that same spot, you just check that on your mage, and it'll only set those to the mage. Let's see. Subtitles, those are good to have on sometimes. All this customizable stuff, I won't go through all that. Here's your graphics settings, audio. Okay. So now, let's go turn this quest in so I can show you that. So we are turning this quest in right here to Shadow Priest Sarvis. So now you can see the quest is complete. So it has a yellow question mark over his head. So you just walk up to him, turn that in. You can read if you want. Complete quest, and there you go. And he'll probably give you another one. You can read what it does. Kill 8 mindless zombies and 8 wretched zombies. You accept. Okay, and then you can hit L. And you can actually track it. If you hold shift and then left click, it tracks the quest. So now it's up here on the right side, which is really nice. So you don't have to keep opening your book every now and then to see. So once you just kill stuff, let's go kill something. We'll kill a mindless zombie, which we need to do for the quest. I'll right click it as I'm running up. And then we'll attack it. Not enough rage. I'm a heroic strike it. There we go. Perfect. And then you loot it, and there, mindless zombie 1, and then it's tracked on the right there. So that's pretty easy how to do quests. Let's see, what else can we do here? Pretty sure that's covered all the basics. Eating and stuff, you know, you just click the food if you need it. It won't, if you have full health, I don't know if it'll do it. I guess it will. But yeah, I mean, that's just the basics, and from here on, man, you just gotta play. This game is amazing, especially in the first experience. You just go out and you just explore the world, follow your quests. You'll find quests throughout the game. Most of the time they lead you where you need to go. You just keep doing the quests and reading this, and it'll tell you what to do. You just go explore, man. It's a great game. It's an amazing experience. You meet great people. The community is very awesome. Lots of nice people. Sure, there's some mean people, but you just gotta ignore them. They're just mad because I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Very, very basic video just to have people, you know, not be so confused about how the game works. But yeah, it's pretty simple, especially Classic WoW. It's nice and simple. It's a great way to get introduced to World of Warcraft. But yeah, you just have to get out there and learn as you go, play the game, use Reddit, Google. Wowhead's a great source for stuff, wowhead.com. But yeah, you just play it and just discover stuff on your own. And like I said, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/CletusClearwater. Feel free to stop in at any time and ask me some questions about the game, about anything. I'm here to help. I'd love to help you out. I love new players getting into this game. I like meeting new people playing this game. So yeah, feel free to stop in. I appreciate it.